My message today is for CNN, MSNBC, NBC, ABC, CBS, NPR, New York Times, Washington Post. We live in a time when freedom of expression is accepted by those media outlets, from Bill Ayers, Bernadine Dorn, Reverend Wright, and Louis Farrakhan, but not the Tea Party activists. The words of Ayers, Dorn, Wright, and Farrakhan have incited violence and racism, but the words of the Tea Party followers have only expressed freedom and liberty as our right. 1 year ago today, we gathered here to voice our objections to out-of-control government spending and the heavy taxation required to pay for it. What we got was a CNN reporter misrepresenting what we were saying, who we were, and siding with the administration against us. Instead of being an objective reporter of the event, she was a shill for the left wing and the government's plan to control our lives. It is 1 year later, and we are still fighting the bias and corruption of the media. They are still misrepresenting us and trumping up false charges against us. We must not let them shut us up, and we must not let them misrepresent our views. The Tea Party movement has grown because ordinary Americans have decided to speak out against not just the politicians, but the reporters who continue to shill for this administration. We took our message to the internet, blogs, and our local newspapers. Now it is 1 year later, and the mainstream media has been exposed. They have proven to the country that they are not the government's watchdog, but instead, they are the government's puppet. We will continue to expose their lies and their biases, and it doesn't matter what names they call us. In the past year, they saw us get off our couches to attend town hall meetings, march in Washington, D.C., and protest at local rallies all over the country. They called us racist, haters, extremists, mobs, and idiots. They agreed with President Obama, who said we were clinging to our guns and Bibles. The truth is, none of them get it. They want to know who our leader is, as if we have a top-down movement instead of a bottom-up movement. And they don't understand that each one of us here is the leader of the Tea Party movement. We are individuals gathering together with the common goal of making the government accountable to us instead of the other way around. Anyone here at this rally who has signs that are racist or violent in nature, you do not speak for me, and you do not speak for the Tea Party movement. And anyone here who is here to counter-protest, we respect your freedom of speech, and we want you to respect our freedom of speech. I would like to say that in this year, in the upcoming election, we need to find candidates that we can get behind, that we can support, that we can donate to, and we will never find candidates that will agree with us 100% of the time. If we follow the 80-20 rule and they support what we support 80% of the time, we will be successful in bringing those people into office without splitting the vote. We must remember we cannot split our vote, and do not let upsetters come in and try to divide us. That is what they need to do right now to weaken us, but we will not let them weaken us. Finally, opinion. There will always be elements of the government attempting to control us in some way, shape, or form. But those of us in the Tea Party movement, we have our own weapons, and they are not guns. They are handheld video cameras, computers, and millions of voices. Thank you.
Thank you, Kathy.